They were once country
Korea.
previous to World War II.
Oh.
And the Japanese invaded during the World War II at the beginning of World, just like they invaded China.
Mm-hmm.
They also invaded. They were very militaristic, the Japanese, back in those days.
Yeah.
The first years of the 20th century. And they took over this peninsula called Korea. And it was one country. After the war, after the Japanese lost the war, the southern part, they sort of separated and formed two different. They went communist up north,
Oh.
and in the southern part, just wanted to go along with what the Americans had our type of government.
Oh.
So that's how they got divided, and then so the North figured that they're going to take over all that the South should belong to them. They resented the division.
Yeah.
So that's the history of it, and then we had the Korean War there for 2-3 years in
50s.
1950 to 53,
Yeah.
and that was a pretty brutal war.
Oh.
And the outcome was a stalemate.
Oh.
They still kept the division
Oh.
like it was. So they've, I guess, the people in the North, or at least their leaders, still figure that the South belongs to them. So they've continued this militaristic communist regime up there, and it doesn't seem like there's any solution to it except war. So here we are on the verge of another war,
Yeah.
and they get they pass on their leadership somehow or other. It remains in one family, and that is always a bad way.
Yeah.
You get inbreeding or some goddamn thing that follows up the mentality of them, and that kook that they've had for the last 7 or 8 years is a perfect example of what can happen.
God.
So anyone who non-Korean who ventures into that area is being rather stupid.
Yeah. Really.
So 22 years old. And of course, I guess he go in as some sort of a group, some outfit. Is responsible for advertising and doing it, making a series of deals. So it'd be interesting to see what the background of that is.
Yeah, really.
And I imagine it's probably pretty expensive.
Yeah.
His parents were rather foolish to let it pay for that.
Right.
22 years old, I don't imagine he could afford it on his own.
Right, I know.
And then what he did was maybe you know, commonplace to do something like that in America, but you don't do anything. That's the first way to attract attention to yourself
Yeah.
over there.
Mm.
Whatever it was, some grabbing down some flag or something.
Poster or
whatever you
something,
did.
yeah.
You know.
Ugh. Gosh. Did you hear about in Phoenix? The planes can't take off. It's too hot. It's 120 in Phoenix, and you can't take off at 120 apparently.
Oh, sure.
Gosh.
The air thins out at a higher temperature and makes it
They're grounded.
doesn't give you the lift that you need.
Yeah.
It's just like landing in Denver is a mile high.
Yeah. So the air's thin. That's right.
And the air's thinner up there.
Yeah.
You have to be very careful.
Oh.
Because you have to, when you're loading the plane, you have to be damn certain that the load doesn't exceed a certain amount. It may only be 80% of what you load in Los Angeles.
Oh, same as with Mammoth?
Yeah, any place. That's
Yeah, yeah. Huh. Wow.
The wings are designed for basically sea level.
Oh. Huh.
And you just lose a certain amount of lift.
Oh.
That's why you can't maneuver an airplane up at 30,000 feet. They found that out, you know, over during World War II.